Hello YouTube, I don't have a set, but I do have unfettered access to the internet, and today we are sitting. So I found out that my phone, because it's one of those flip ones, has a little magnetic thing and I can just stick it to the side of my PC, which I'm sure isn't ruining anything internally, and that's much better than my other setup, which was bad. So here we are. If I like this might be how we do it. Considering that I just cut myself out and cut and blur the background anyway, this might be how it is from now on. But anyway, I'm Des. This is I Read It Somewhere. This is a channel where I look at whatever on the internet that my brain rot leads me to. Usually that means Reddit. And today we are looking at the subreddits AreTheStraightsOk. David Santana Carlos says, "This is why Disney is about to lose $300 million. And it's just a person with normal, that's not even like full-on body hair. That's peach fuzz on a person. If you're white, your peach fuzz looks pretty much translucent. If you're not, it's gonna look like probably the hair color that you have. Like, I don't know. It's just, you can't remove that. Everyone everywhere has that. You can't even shave it because it's everywhere." Ew! And Mary says, correctly, "So many men have clearly never seen a woman up close in their lives," which again, yes, because just normal body hair, they didn't even look at themselves either, because like, I feel like if you look at the back of your hand or like your arm, you're going to notice you also have some peach fuzz, or even like real close up on your face. Something tells me that the people that say like this, the men that say like this, not the type of person to look in the mirror often. So really, why am I surprised? And also, the person that posted this on Reddit says, why does he think Disney would lose millions of dollars because of hair? And that's a good question, because like, that's Rachel Zegler. She's playing Snow White. That girl's dress basically covers from neck to ankle, okay? No, you're not going to be seeing any hair aside from the stuff on their head. She can be completely unshaven everywhere except for like the face, and it wouldn't affect a thing. The doctor I went to last week was looking over my history and said, "Endometriosis?" I said yes, and he said, "Is that just your speculation, or have you actually been diagnosed?" And I was like, "I've been cut open 3 times for it, so I hope it isn't just speculation." And he looks at me and says, "Females tend to diagnose themselves." And without missing a beat, I said, "Well, I hope you do your job so I don't have to."
Come on, just do it, ain't nothing to it. Cut off his ear and wear it as a shoe. Take his elbow and use it as a bell. Ring-a-dingy-dong, dingy-dingy-dong-dong.
No, because tell me why I had this exact conversation. I just got a family doctor recently, and in my province it's very, very hard to find family doctors. With something like 60% of people don't have it. I was on a waiting list for like 6 years because I moved cities, and I'm still getting notices from Healthcare Connect. They're like, "Sorry, we can't find a doctor," even though I just found one. Like, I had to go canvass the city myself, and eventually I got one. And at this point, I had already had a hysterectomy because of PCOS, and in that hysterectomy, they found precancerous cells, and they said in about 3 to 5 years, it would be full-blown cancer. And also, in 2024, I got diagnosed with autism at the same time. Now, I had to explain all of this to my doctor, the new one that I got, because everything had been handled through the walk-in clinics, and he did this exact same shit. "Are you sure it was cancer they found in there? You sure you're not overreacting? Are you sure you have PCOS? Because that's a pretty rare thing." It's like, first of all, you can see all my records. I had a surgery about it. They found a ton of cysts, and it shows in the reports. Oh yeah, look at the cancer cells here. It was to the point where if they had found it through a pap smear, they would have just given me the hysterectomy that I had to fight for. Okay, it was very obvious. If you want to hear of my ramblings about PCOS, I did actually make a video about it up on this side. And looking in the comments, it's not just me, it's not just OP, but this person, Brush Mushroom, said, "Not a reproductive issue, but when I was at university, I had a doctor unsubscribe my asthma inhalers because he had no evidence that I had been diagnosed with asthma, and I hadn't been using them a lot. I'd only been treated for asthma since I was about 4 or 5, but whatever. Within a year, I was back on them because I do in fact have asthma. It's just relatively mild." That's insane. That's crazy talk. I don't know if any of you guys have asthma or know someone that has asthma, but when you're having an attack, it feels like you're being strangled from the inside. So for a doctor to be like, I don't have any proof that you have that, it's like, in probably the most deep-fried screenshot that I've ever seen, it says, angry husband fills his wife's car with concrete after she changed her surname. First of all, it is the year of Lady Gaga 2025. We can get better screenshots than this. There's no legitimate reason to have it looking like this. But beyond that, this is insane. This is insane. I don't know why your wife is changing her surname. Maybe she's not actually your wife, or it's divorcing you. I don't know. I'm not gonna look into that, but filling her car with cement is crazy. What you gotta do if you're crazy is put eggs down the vents. This is probably covered by insurance. I don't think the eggs are. But also, I wonder why she's changing her last name. Maybe she doesn't want anything to do with your crazy ass. Men are reportedly trimming their eyelashes to look less feminine, which is crazy. Again, I feel like I'm gonna say that while I need to find a different word. Men biologically generally have longer eyelashes than people assigned female at birth. Okay? So it is a masculine trait. A lot of these people are biological essentialists and stuff, but then they go and they do this because no, it's not manly. I think this should count as gender-affirming healthcare. Just objectively, though, you don't notice how much you need eyelashes until you look at someone that doesn't have it. Like, look at his eye. That looks weird. And also, you're risking the possibility that, like, the clippers could slip. And if that happens, God knows the eye isn't surviving that. Like, this is just stupid. He looked so fine before. He looked good. He was handsome before. But he wants to be the most masculine macho man.
I'm a big, strong, macho man.
So he shaved it off, and now it just looks... It looks like lips, I'm just gonna say it. I'm not sure about the word that I can say on YouTube, but that's what it looks like, okay? Like, I don't think I could zoom up on that eye alone with no context without having this video taken down. Homophobes, LGBT people are disgusting perverts who are sexualizing our kids. Meanwhile, straight people. Oh, it's a child because, you know, just put them on the internet. They don't need privacy, and there aren't pedos out there. It's fine. Nothing bad could happen. I'm sure all 2 million of those likes are very innocent. Anyway, Mom, he's the one. That is one expressive baby. This is healthy and safe. That little smirk is killing me. She was like, target found, with 74,000 likes. The way she looked at her mother, like she is telling by her eyes that he is your upcoming son-in-law. This is a 3-year-old, maybe younger, okay? Stop being weird. I've never seen expressed so perfectly. She's too smart for her age, and that eye talk between daughter and mother, so cute. That one's creepy. That one saved this video. I guarantee we need to look at that one's hard drive with 11,000 likes. The way they look at each other at the end, the eyes don't lie. She spotted target, turned on charm, got correct response, confirm acceptance from master teacher, all in preparation for that right one that this guy is. These people make me viscerally uncomfortable and angry at the same time. From the person that posted the kid to these weird comments. This stuff, this shit. Oh, yep. She's a baddie. That kid knows how to flirt more than me. This is scary. Bro started looking for her husband before she could say her first word. Which is crazy because that's how it's been happening since the beginning of time. I guarantee you have a weird hard drive as well. Little girl doesn't waste time. She's searching before getting into school. She knows what she wants too, decades ahead of her time. I find this cute, but it's kind of disturbing how normalized this huge age gap is. I know it's not serious, but I hate it. It is serious. It is not normal. You have the correct thinking. It's a little worrying that you're like, well, this isn't logical thinking. No, you're right. Stay on that thought. Follow that thought process out. Look at the other comics. Come back. This is a small kid who has a crush on the boy. It ain't bad seeing younger kids flirt, as they most likely won't do the same in 10 future. I need my tea for this. Let's break this down. It's not bad to see kids flirt. It is a normal part of childhood, is learning from what they're shown, interacting with kids and stuff. Flirting, as you guys see, it isn't usually flirting. Usually it's just kids behaving like kids. But this flirting is fine, I guess, and normal behavior. I don't think we can normalize the way that full-grown adults are talking about the children, though. If you look at these comments and you read how people are reacting, this is primarily the problem. The problem is the fact that the mother took this video. She knew what was going to happen when she put it online. She knew who she was going to cater to. She knew who she was posting for when she posted that video. And it is not uncommon for parents and mommy vloggers to specifically make this content to cater towards pedophiles. Because their views, their interactions get them money. It is a very common issue. This isn't just I'm ignorantly posting my child online, which I clearly have some issues with already. This is I'm posting my child flirting with a guy online. And I am not stopping people from commenting about her sexuality and how she's flirting now and this is the best time she won't in 10 years and blah, blah, blah. This is not... You'd have to be... I'm not going to say you'd have to be incredibly stupid to think this way, because there's no way you actually think this way. There's no way people think this way. This one hurts my soul because I really like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Frontman of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, 61, enjoys NBA game in the company of his young girlfriend Helena, 19. The two were photographed showing their affection courtside, drawing attention from their chemistry. That is an age gap I'm not comfortable with.
That little girl is a child. I don't want to see you sniffing around her anymore this afternoon. Do you understand? Yes, sir. Boy, have you lost your mind, because I'll help you find it.
In my opinion, I don't have an issue with age gaps in general. I know the internet likes to villainize all of them, but I do think the age of the younger partner when they get into this relationship and the power imbalance, I do think those things affect it. Like if she was hell, even 26 and he was 61, I wouldn't care. But the fact that she's 19, which is relatively young, mixed with the fact that he is the Red Hot Chili Peppers, I would say that there's a power imbalance. It's sort of lost relevancy. I mean, only the millennials really care. It doesn't feel right. Feels a little creepy, feels a little gross. I don't think a 19-year-old should be dating anyone that has late 90s tribal tattoos and is wearing a fedora in the 2020s. I don't know the original source, but this one says male teachers in Spain are wearing skirts to work to protest homophobic harassment in schools. The movement, called Clothes Have No Gender, started when a student was expelled and sent to a psychologist for wearing a skirt to school. And the person that posted this said, "Sent to psychologist for wearing a skirt. Good to see things haven't changed, and I got sent to conversion therapy for needing a breast reduction." I'll touch it. It's fair game at a Monster Jam show. Since when did we decide sexual harassment is funny again? It's always been funny. They're just saying it out loud. I mean, we knew that they thought that, anyone that came up in basically pre-2010 knew that this is what men thought. Like, a lot of media very much made it a joke, and some media still does. But the fact that they just outright say, I'm gonna molest people in public, and I think it's funny, and that's okay, it makes me so mad. I've skipped more than a few posts on this, because this subreddit used to always be like a little bit edgy, a little bit funny. But in this day and age, I feel like shit's getting bully. Shit's getting dark. Ah yes, women have it so easy in life. We have 2 joggers, and the first one is the correct one. It's men having hurdles, but they can go around them because they don't block the whole thing, and it's fine. And then there's a black woman, and it is important that it is a black woman because they face way more issues than white women. Just statistically, it is true. And she's weighed down by a ball and chain. There's landmines, there's barbed wire and debris, and like, that's the reality of navigating life. Hello. Don't drink my tea. That's the reality of navigating life as a woman, and specifically as a black woman. And here is the reality of this guy's mind. The man's the one with the hurdles. Still, they don't block the whole thing. He could easily go around. And the woman is riding a man on the OnlyFans track. But actually, let's sit and dissect this a bit, because I don't think the person that made this thought this out. The woman is riding the man, and the man is riding on the OnlyFans track, which means the woman in this situation is making the man do the OnlyFans cam girl stuff, and she's getting rich off of that, which honestly, that is such a slamming. That's good for her. I hope she gets everything she wants in life. This isn't the reality, of course. This is incel fantasy land, but still. This is Jared on a dating app. He is 23. He's 6'1", which really means he's 5'10", and he's straight. And he wants someone who can send him a video of them reading, so he knows that they're not a bimbo. This is a Facebook post, which means that it's boomer humor, and it's "I am" is the shortest sentence in the English language. And yes, but "I do" is the longest sentence. Nobody's forcing you to marry anyone. Nobody's forcing you. You can choose not to marry a person. Okay? You should be marrying someone that you like being with. It should not be a prison sentence. I hate this. I hate my wife. Boomer humor. What are you with her? Some men in the boomer generation just need to suck a dick and get the fuck over themselves. Kat, your ex is blocking all of the light. It's 2 people standing in front of a very nice house. I'm not even 20. What's your excuse? First of all, douchebag, the economy, that's the excuse. You're in the military. I don't know if you noticed. Not everyone is in the military. I don't know if any of you guys have met anyone in the military, but they don't pay them well enough to be getting a house like this, so most of the income is coming from the lady there. Anyway, but someone commented under that, because nobody can be snotty and prideful without someone shitting on their parade. She will be getting fucked in that same house when you're deployed. I promise. Statistically, unfortunately, he is not incorrect. But do you say it? No, you don't say it, because that's fucked up. You just go, "Yes, I'm happy for you," and you take that and you walk on. The female praying mantis devours the male within minutes of mating, while the female human prefers to stretch it out over a lifetime. Interestingly, they both look similar without makeup. I mean, that's not quite true. When women want to get rid of men, we do it quite fast. I don't know, you people need to talk to your grandparents more often, because almost every single grandparent or aunt or older lady that lived and got married before, say, the 80s, every single one of them had a husband or had a friend or a family member who had a husband that mysteriously died. My friend's grandmother, she's dead so I can say this, she knew that her husband was definitely allergic to certain things, so she would put the herbs, I knew the exact ones a long time ago, but it's been a very long time, but she would put it in his tea, and over a long time, she poisoned him slowly with these things, and mixing in some other herbs that are known to be toxic. Thank you, Kat. That's a nice ass you had there. And yeah, mysteriously, he just died, and they couldn't figure out why, because they couldn't trace, like, there was no arsenic in it, there was no visible poison, but she basically apothecary diaries, mau-mau'd her way through getting rid of her husband, because he was an abuser. Kat, you gotta lie down. I love you, can you leave? Thank you. Let's say hello. Every time people speak in support of male-female friendships, it's these three cases. 1. Guys who say they'd f their female friends but are totally okay not doing it. 2. Girls who pretend it's 100% platonic and that they're like a brother and sister and her boyfriend is totally fine with her cuddling her best friend who is like a brother and other cringe shit. Or talks about how she's one of the guys because men treat her much better than women and nobody likes to pick me, making it totally clear all the guys are giving her a special treatment and she has no idea what friendship is like in reality. 3. Someone to make a totally irrelevant point that say they're bi, so guess they can't be friends with anyone, as if they were the topic here. Yes, just dismiss people that have legitimate things to say. I never felt any need for a female friend, just a girlfriend. I wouldn't even like a girl who wants to be just friends with me. I wouldn't date a girl with male friends. A woman in a male group instantly changes the dynamic to everything turning to shit. If a man approaches you and shows interest, he wants to f you. That's not a platonic friendship. I don't care how much you're incompatible or how far back you go, unless you're blood, you're no one's sister. And women know that. They're also not in it for friendship, but for special attention. Female version of sex. Oh, wow. The cringe. First of all, the female version of sex is sex. It just is. It's not attention. It's sex. The second of all is, as someone who's had mixed gender friend groups for my entire life, and some of my longest lasting friends are males, this is just wrong. You can just say that women don't like you. You can, it's possible. I don't get how guys can actually think this way. It has to be a very specific brand of incel or religious twat that thinks this way, because like most people I know have mixed gender friend groups, and it's normal because we're normal people living in 2025. This is an archaic way of thinking. The only one that is legitimately an issue is the ones that are like, oh my god, women just don't like me. I'm just blah 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 blah. Only men get me, because those are pick-me's. They are. And I know some people say, well, what if they're autistic? What if they're... I'm autistic, okay? And I don't say that shit. Most of the times when these pick-me women are in groups with women, it is very specifically they attack and alienate and try to push the women out because they are trying to do the men, and that is a very specific thing. But I highly doubt this guy has ever met a pick-me girl, because for him to meet a pick-me girl would want to f him, and I highly doubt anyone wants to f this guy. War paint for men. Masculinity so fragile they have to call eye concealer war paint. I thought it was like boot black or whatever it's called, where you put it on your eyes for like sports and stuff. It's under eye bag cream. That's great. That's war paint. Like, dude, you work in accounting. You're not wearing war paint. Okay? You need to get more sleep and just admit that it's eye concealer. It's fine. It's fine, okay? Oh no. Oh no. So for the other videos I had pre-picked the memes, this one I'm just scrolling down the Reddit, so I haven't seen any of these, and the visceral cringe I feel when I see a post that says, realizing I'm a boy mom and one day some little twat is gonna break his heart and I'm gonna have to fight a teenage girl.
Jesus Christ.
Boy moms, try not f***ing your son. Challenge impossible. And I've heard some people say that, like, oh, it's the same as, like, the dad being like, I'm gonna sit on the porch with a shotgun while your boyfriend comes up. It's not. Because those guys, it's paternalistic, trying to own people. That's gross and different. These women, you cannot convince me that these women, if given the chance, wouldn't plow their children. It's just, they're gross. They're literally making my skin crawl. This is not normal. And you shouldn't be calling this a random future lady a twat, because first of all, rude. Second of all, that's sexist. And third of all, your son's going to have a girlfriend if they're straight. That's just a part of life. You're gonna have to get over it. God, it's so weird. Should Christian women be allowed to have butts? You know, that natural thing that naturally is a part of us? Should we allow women to have asses?
And there seems to be no sign of intelligent life anyway.
Yeah, so I got distracted while filming this. Someone came in, and I made a mental note to myself that I would go and finish recording the outro, and I just simply did not. I forgot about it completely. So here, have some stock footage of my cats just being adorable in the background. Well, I say thank you for watching if you've gotten this far. If you have got this far, go ahead and comment boy mom in the comments. Why not? That seems to be the theme right now. If you like my content, you know what to do. Do all the YouTube things. Do like, comment, subscribe. If you don't like me, tell me that you hate me in the comments. Either way, it boosts my engagement. So thank you for that. If you want to check out my other stuff, there should be something on the screen right now directing you to the r/Karen's video and the PCOS memes video. So go ahead and check that out. Drop me a comment if there's any sort of subreddit or show or TikTok or anything that you want me to check out. I'm always open to more suggestions, so maybe I can pump out one of these videos more than every 15 days.